Welcome to this Pride of Dakota feature. If you still own a vinyl record collection, you understand the sentimental value of each album. Even when they become too scratched to play, we still have a hard time throwing them away. In this feature, we'll talk to Pride of Dakota member A New Spin about how to turn those scratched records into a showpiece instead of a dust collector. A New Spin was officially formed by Tina Mitchell in 2011 in Bismarck, North Dakota. Since 2002, A New Spin has been creating one-of-a-kind recycled record album art, including clocks, journals, coasters, cuff bracelets, mail organizers, and more. Joining us in the studio is owner Tina Mitchell. Tina, welcome.
Thank you.
So Tina, you have a history in the music industry. You used to work promoting artists.
Yes.
So tell me about when did you come up with this idea for taking record albums and turning them into pieces of art?
It started about 10 years ago, and I started making bowls at first.
Okay. When you say started making bowls, I mean, what you were heating the records and molding them?
Yes, yes. And I used them as gifts. I turned them into gift baskets, and I gave one to everybody that I knew. And then I've just, over the years, have done some research and come up with some different ideas, different ways to use the records.
And you do have quite a variety of products and everything from, I've seen clocks, you have cupcake holders, right? I mean,
right.
Lots of different things. So if I have a particular sentimental favorite in my collection, let's say it's too scratched to play, it's more or less just a dust collector now, can I bring that to you and request that maybe you turn that into a clock or some sort of a bowl or a piece of art?
Absolutely. I have a lot of people ask me that, their grandparents passed away, they're cleaning out their house, found a box of old records, but they don't know what to do with them. And that's the perfect way to preserve the memory of the music, but also now you have a beautiful piece that you'll remember your grandparents or whoever it is. But yes, I will do that.
And they're actually functional pieces. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's things you can hang on the wall. I've seen earring holders and little mirrors and
mm-hmm. Yes. Everything I make is fun and functional.
Absolutely. And you're not afraid to use classic pieces. I mean, you have a clock sitting in front of you made from Janis Joplin's Pearl album, which, is just like, that is one of my favorite albums of all time. So this is great. So you're obviously respecting the art and these are scratched and they're not, right. You're not using new vinyl or classic vinyl to make these, but you are turning it's such a huge industry and it's such a sentimental favorite for a lot of people that, I can understand why people would want to have you do this.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't like to throw things away. So if I can keep things out of the landfill and make something that's really unique and fun, then, it's a win-win.
Perfect. And you're also willing to use the entire album. So you can even use the album art, the album cover,
right,
to turn that into a piece from notebooks to,
yeah,
you made a garbage can?
I made a garbage can for my studio, yes, out of 5 album covers.
So I'm going to challenge you right now. Do you know the 5 album covers?
I know one is a Rick Springfield, and I think one might be Loverboy. It was all from the 80s.
Wow.
It was a theme.
So it's got to be like theme. Working Class Dog then? Would that be?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. That is a garbage can that any 80s audiophile would just love to have.
Yeah, I think the Go-Go's are on there too.
Fantastic. We got the beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Vacation, I think, was probably the name of the album. Boy, I could sit and talk about this all day. So I understand you also do some customization for weddings or retirements. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have this, I make custom framed gold records. So I take the record, now it's gold. People like them for non-traditional wedding guest books, and I custom make the label with the bride and groom's name, their wedding date, their song of choice. Maybe they want a picture. Maybe it's for an anniversary gift. So I've done some with a picture of the couple and their anniversary date, or a retirement, and people then can take a Sharpie and sign all around the record album, put it back in the frame, you hang it up. Now you have a display piece that you can admire forever.
You have your own signed, autographed gold record
right,
on the
exactly.
wall that's completely personalized.
And they're fun for bands, too, The reality is none of us are probably ever going to sell 1 million records playing our recorder. So it's a perfect way, because I think everybody should be honored with something special, some kind of trophy award in their life. So
I'm not even sure I would sell a dozen records. When I sing, it's called Scary karaoke. So if someone wants to get a hold of you or see the products or better yet, buy the products, or have you customize something for them, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You can order my products online through my Etsy store, which is anewspin.etsy.com. I'm also on Facebook, which is facebook.com/anewspin, and email, which is anewspin@yahoo.com.
Perfect. This is a great thing to do. So if you look through your record collection right now, find those old scratched. I've got a couple of those K-Tel, super hits of the 70s that I know I could have you turn into something pretty cool. I wore them out. So talk to Tina and she can turn them into something that you'd be proud to display and will prevent them from taking up space in the cupboard as well, too.
That's right.
Tina, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For more information on this Pride of Dakota featured member, or to find other feature podcast episodes, visit our website at prideofdakota.com or join the conversation at facebook.com/prideofdakota.